welcome Ely Kreimendahl.
Is that good? Okay. Hi, everybody. All right. Well, I want to start with a confession, which is that I don't normally wear my glasses, but I wore them tonight to look smart, which is exactly the kind of bullshit stupidity you can expect from a human, okay? And there are so many sound arguments against AI, and I'm not going to try to debate them I'm not going to really try to convince you otherwise tonight because, like Aminah, I procrastinated preparing for this, and ultimately I didn't have the time, energy, or suitable serotonin levels to properly research the topic. That's the truth. But there's a reason I'm sharing that with you, all right? Because I think that my shameful failure to come adequately prepared tonight provides the perfect meta example of my primary argument, okay? Which is that even though humans can do great things, we don't. We don't and we won't. We want to, but we don't. And it's so ironic, I think, because this is where I'm going to get kind of deep with you guys, all right? Like the core human existential agony of being a person, admittedly, it is the source of all great art, of innovation. It is the same source that causes us to take all of our sacred, beautiful potential and take a massive desecrating shit all over it, all right? Same source. It's wild. It's sad. Sad being a person. And what else do I want to tell you about that? All right, so yeah, I have some examples. Here it is. Here's an example. So I am a recovering alcoholic, and that's enough on its own, but I have more. And I've been sober for a long time. For those of you tonight who've never been to an AA meeting, you might expect, you might have a sort of internalized idea that those meetings are stacked with like criminals and societal miscreants, okay? Do you know who the #1 group of people represented in an AA meeting is? Former gifted and talented kids. Wow, that really bummed you out. I was like, that's gonna crush. But whatever, it's too real. Or it's just not funny, I don't know. I'm a person, we fail. So that's true, though. And, this one will probably extra bum you out, but I'm going to go for it anyway. And some of you may know or have been to also an Al-Anon meeting. Now, that's the 12-step group for folks whose lives have been impacted by addicts and alcoholics. And if you know anything about those meetings, you know that if humans love anything more than ruining our potential, we love dragging other people down with us, okay? We love it. We love it. We love ruining shit. And the last note I'll give you from my own life on that is that in 2009, I graduated with a master's in clinical psychology. I went on to train in trauma treatment and severe PTSD with one of the most renowned trauma specialists in the country. I had a successful, thriving private practice, and now I'm a comedian. Okay, like people used to pay me like $200 an hour to help them heal their trauma. And yesterday, a yogurt company used my tweet without my permission in their marketing campaign. And when I asked for compensation, they paid me in yogurt. All right. But I will say that I did ultimately do a little research on the topic. Okay, and by research I mean I typed AI good in my Twitter search bar. And then I casually skimmed one article. And in that article, one thing really stood out to me as important. And when I say it stood out to me, it's because it was the first thing in the article. And my ADHD-riddled, social media-addicted brain was like, that'll do. So here's what it is, though. I think we've all heard that the bees are dying, right? We've all heard about that. It's chilling. And I think we all know that if the bees actually do die, scientifically speaking, bad shit will happen. And what I learned in this article is that there is an organization called the World Bee Project, and they're using AI to help save the bees and make that bad shit not happen. So that's cool. And I know some of you might be thinking, like, why can't brilliant human scientists do the thing that AI is doing to help save the bees? And to answer that very reasonable question, I conducted, just for tonight, a qualitative research study by texting my friend Lauren. And my friend Lauren happens to be a Harvard and Yale trained climate scientist, okay? So I'm gonna share my data with you guys, one text at a time. All right, here we go. Okay, so I eased into the conversation, not to be suspicious. Hey babe, what are you doing? And Lauren said, oh my God, hey. So hi, my edible's kicking in. Harvard and Yale trained climate scientist. Okay, and I said, LOL. And then I said, dude, I'm spiraling about the bees dying. She said, no, why are you bringing that up right now? I'm too high for that shit. All right, this is not looking good. Qualitative research in action. What's next? Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm freaking out. I just read a BuzzFeed article for this debate thing. It sounds like it's really bad for humanity if the bees die. And then she said, no cap, for real, for real. We gotta do something about those little fuckers. Okay, and then I said, Lauren, maybe you should do something. You are a scientist. And then Lauren comes through with, fuck, you're right. Okay, tomorrow, LMAO. Okay, so before I go, I just want to say, I know that's bad, right? It's bad when a climate scientist is so existentially disturbed about climate change that they are taking edibles so they don't have to think about it. But I was like, I want to give Lauren one more chance. I want to make room in myself for the possibility that I'm wrong about this, that humans can do good shit, but they will not do good shit. So I texted her last night to give her one more chance. This is what I said. Hi. She said, hey, Ellie, I miss you, what's up? And I said very casually, just checking in to see if you started doing something about the bees. Fair question, right? And then Lauren said, what the fuck are you talking about? Thank you, those are my remarks.